You could have an Aquarius in your life, or this is talking about there's hope in something. So let's see. Hey, you guys, thanks for coming. Okay. I use this deck because it's like main energy deck. This is talking about here. Well, it's funny because the Three of Pentacles is right there too, but it's not included. I just pulled that one right before your question. But right here we see, you know, there still is some level of collaboration, just like the Three of Pentacles. But instead of it being collaboration, it's more like the give and take back and forth, like the instead of exchanging of ideas, it's just kind of like lending a hand or something that's going to help you to feel more secure. And so there's hope in that. There's hope in maybe somebody offering you something. Maybe it's, you know, saying you can kind of trust it, or you can count on that person, or you're going to need some help and it's there. It's going to be there. Either that, or you're going to be giving help to someone else. You know, it could go either way, and it could go both ways. So here with the World, I feel like it's, you know, somebody that you already know. So you're kind of like hoping for some kind of help or a lent hand in a certain area. It might take a little while to get there to that point, you know, whatever this is. But it looks like whatever you're needing help with in that regard, it will be there to help you. So let's see what else we can find out about this. And you could have Aquarius involved. If not, it's just talking about, you know, there's hope in this. You can count on it. It could be a love situation, something like that, where somebody is just lending a hand, like meaning, it could mean a variety of different things. You know, hopefully you already know what it means, but just a few scenarios are, you know, just lending a hand, like making life easier, or just lending a hand literally, like giving you a job or something like that. Just anything where really they're lending a hand, and you're able to kind of offer that back too, is what I'm feeling. So it's like you guys are helping each other out when needed. But for some reason, you know, you guys start off pretty connected and feeling like things click really well. And this doesn't have to be love. It could actually be, you know, any partner, any person that you're dealing with that you just feel like you click with. You know, like this kind of makes sense for this if it's a business partner, or if it's just even a friend or something like that. It doesn't really matter. Like, it does matter, but I mean, it could be anybody is what I'm trying to say. So, but the main energy about it is this connection is pretty, you know, you guys see eye to eye. You want the same things. Your values are probably the same. Your likes and dislikes, I mean, maybe not perfect, but it's like you guys get each other and it flows. So what's happening here, because we see the Nine of Swords here as well. So it's like there's a lot of stress involved in the situation. Maybe that's why the star's here, because it's just saying like, you know, you don't have to stress, like you can count on this thing, or, you know, there is hope in this situation, so you don't have to worry about it. Like maybe you're worried that you and this person aren't going to see eye to eye, or aren't going to be able to agree on things. And maybe you're worried that, you know, they're not going to be able to be of help to you, or you can't be of help to them because you guys have differing views. From what I can see, it doesn't seem like that's going to happen. It seems like you guys are going to be pretty clicking. You know, you guys are going to click really well, and, you know, be able to do whatever you're supposed to do together pretty easily. You may be pleasantly surprised that this person agrees with you in most everything. Let's see what else we can get. Anything else for Desiree, please? Desiree, what does she need to know? So it's like basically saying don't stress, because whoever this person is, whatever they're there for, it's going to be a good experience. It's going to be, you know, something that's helpful to you. Hi, you guys. How you guys doing? Let's see what else we can get for Desiree. Okay, someone taking responsibility for something. This could be related or something else, but basically here we have Ace of Wands as well. So yeah, it will either be you, or you'll be I feel like it's you though, who's going to be able to take action in some way regarding, you know, you taking responsibility for something or being a very responsible person, like either taking the initiative in a situation and just being like the one who, you know, leads basically, or you know, has all these ideas and kind of initiates them. But I feel like more it's like a position of, whether it be a professional position or a position of just like within your group of friends or whatever it is, there's like, you're just taking on this very responsible role. That's the action you're taking. You'll have the opportunity to do that. So if you felt like you're kind of like flaky lately, that's going to be, you know, you'll have the opportunity to change that. You know, you don't have to take it. You actually can miss an opportunity, you know, but you don't, you know, this is definitely your opportunity to do that if you've been feeling like you haven't been reliable lately. It's like, here it is. But you are disappointed by something. And so it could be, I feel like with yourself, you know, you kind of feel like you've disappointed somebody or yourself. You just aren't, you know, at your best right now. And I feel like you already, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, but with the high priestess, it's saying that you kind of already know what this disappointment is. And since we were just talking about, you know, you not being as responsible, or, you know, soon you will have the opportunity to be, I feel like it's saying like, you know, you are kind of disappointed in yourself. So the thing to know about this though is that don't be too disappointed, because there still is hope here. I mean, we still have we still have 2 cups still standing right here, and these 3 cups are knocked down here, but that doesn't mean that you don't still have a chance. But the thing is, if you keep doing the same thing you've always done, you're going to get the same result. So I mean, we all know this, and you know it too. It's just basically you realizing that and you accepting that and doing something different. So take that action. You know, it's going to give you a chance to take an action, maybe do something different than you usually do, and that's what you need to focus on. Okay, instead of just being down on yourself. It's like, it's not helping. It's not helping. Okay, let's see. Love. Okay, so you're in between. It could be 2 different people, or it could be, you know, should I take this job and be focused on that, or should I date, or should I be single, or should I date? I mean, you're juggling between 2 different priorities that are both very, you know, almost equally as important, just because you see he's having a hard time kind of deciding which one to choose. So it's interesting because you have some options and you know that. And so it's like you're weighing those options, and let's see where this is going. Why is this coming out for love for her? So you're considering putting something to rest. See, this is not a card of, you know, that you're making a decision. It's a card of you're contemplating which decision, you know, to make. And so here I feel like part of that is, you know, should I end something, or, you know, should I put something to rest, is with the 4 of Swords. Should I put something to rest? Should I rest myself? It could just be you know, not wanting to date, or, you know, maybe you were dating before and now you're going to try to get into something else, but you're like, should I just be single for a while? It could be that too, because the 4 of Swords represents resting as well. So it could just be you resting on your own. But either way, you know, you're considering either resting on your own, being single, or and dating somebody else, or just between you know, putting something to rest and then dating someone else is what I'm getting from that. So let's see. Anything else? Oh, yeah, it looks like you're going to be walking away from something. Or, you know, like I said, it's not really about action taking. It's, you know, this is what you're kind of considering right now. So it's big, though. This is one of the big ones for you. You're like really considering this. And again, you know, 2 of Swords, or I'm sorry, 2 of Cups, 9 of Swords. So this was a connection that you felt really connected to at one time, but now it's a source of stress and you just are over it. It's probably hard to leave that situation, even though this is how you're feeling. And I feel like more this is how you're feeling because you're stressing on leaving it. Like you don't know if you want to do that yet. You know, you just don't. But you know that you don't feel like that anymore. But it's just you feel bad as well. It's like something that you don't want to hurt people, but you also don't want to fuck yourself over, you know, by doing that. You don't want to like make a decision and regret it. So it's very stressful. A lot of sleepless nights. If not sleepless nights right now, it's basically talking about you know, you stressing on this throughout the day and it weighing heavily on you. You know, it almost being the hugest source of stress you probably have right now. And you're just worried that something bad is going to happen. I feel like you don't trust yourself. Like you just feel like what you decide to do is just not going to be a good decision. Like either way, you're like, should I just be single because I don't even know if I should date or if I should leave this person? You just don't even know. So it's like you just feel like something bad is going to happen. It's not even like if, you know, it's when for you. So you're just kind of on your toes. And what I want you to think about though with this card, it kind of makes me think about, you know, you're kind of thinking life is happening to you in a way. And it's funny because it's like you have total control over this and you can totally change whatever you do at any time. So it's funny that you'd sit there and go, I feel like something bad's going to happen. It's like, this is up to you, you know, to make that decision of what's going to happen. So, I mean, really, it's just mindset, basically, you know, how can it be bad? It's a life experience and you'll get over, you know, you'll get past it, basically, not to invalidate your feelings, but it's just like, you know, it's just like, it's going to be okay. You know, you'll be fine. But, yeah, with the 4 of Cups here, seems like you're going to be closed off a little bit. So that's interesting because you want to open up, but you also want to close off. Maybe you'll decide to just stay single because it seems like you're kind of like not giving or taking any offers here. You're just kind of to yourself. And if you're thinking that you want to date, no one knows that because they think you're unapproachable because you're acting unapproachable. So it's like you're cut off. You got all these, you know, walls up and you're stressing. Maybe you should just be single for right now, you know? Because I feel like you feel responsible for other people's emotions, or you kind of feel like you have to like do something. You're expected to do certain things. You just have a lot of guilt. You don't want to like, what about you? You know what I mean? Do something for you. You know, it doesn't always have to be, I mean, considering everyone but yourself. It feels like you're considering everyone but yourself in this situation. Like you feel bad, but you know, if you do this, it's like, oh, this person's going to feel like that. And it's like, what if I regret it? And it's like, maybe you should just be single because it kind of seems like, you know, it kind of seems like you just don't really know what to do right now. And that's probably the best thing so no one gets hurt like you're so concerned about, right? So, including yourself. But you're going to do what you're going to do. I just think, yeah, it is a bit confusing and heavy and, you know, wow. Oh, nice. Right on. It's good. Glad it did. Okay. Okay. Will your ex come back? I'll do you right after this, Shrubana. Sorry about that. Okay. Will my ex come back? Well, I can't do like yes or no type reading, but I can do like what by the end of this year, like as we close out 2021, what is the energy between you and this person looking like? Like what are you and this person, like what is it looking like between you? You know, what is there? What is happening? What is happening between you and your ex by the end of this year? Okay, so it's like use your better judgment, you know? Oh, and look at the bottom of the deck. I mean, I don't do reversals, so I just flip it around, but it's funny because the devil, I had to include it just because I noticed it, you know? It's like I can't, it just, and it seems like it goes too. I mean, since we noticed it, it's like I can't not include it. It's just, it's there and it's the bottom of the deck. So it's basically like the underlying feel of the whole situation. It's somewhat toxic, you know? It's somewhat a situation that's like, you feel this urge or like this pull to it. Like you see how they're chained to the devil here? They're chained. It doesn't like, it's not a choice, you know? It's like basically they feel like it's like a urge, you know? It's like it's not like a healthy thing. You know what I mean? It's kind of just like you feel like you have to. Something keeps like pulling you in. And, you know, it's asking you to use your better judgment with this. So, I mean, just first glance, I would think that, you know, you might want to you might want to think again if you are considering going back with this person by the end of this year. And so this could be the energy between both of you guys. You know, this could be what both of you guys need to consider. But let's see what else we got going. Strangely enough, we have the 10 of Cups. So this is what you really believe is your happiness. And so maybe that's what they believe too. And so you guys might give it another go. But I do want you to pay attention to this devil here, because that could mean Capricorn. Like if your ex is a Capricorn, then that would be better, because then the devil would probably not be so strong here. You know, it could just be Capricorn. But if you or your ex are not Capricorns, then I would say that this is something where it could be addictions. It could just be, you know, someone has a bad temper, you know, a quick temper. And it's like those things are not healthy, and you need to like check those things. But use your better judgment here, because it's kind of asking you to do that. It's calling on you to do that. That was the first card. So it's like, this is what you think is your happiness, but it does have these other components involved too. Nothing's perfect, but it's like, you know, the devil is pretty fucking heavy. It's not just like, oh, sadness. It's like, no, it's the devil. So, I mean, it could mean many different things. It's just basically there's a toxicity involved. There could be, you know, codependency, obviously, if that's not obvious. But there's just something unhealthy about it. And it feels like an urge. It's not even like you want to. It's like you just have to. And it feels like a need. You know what I mean? So if you don't get it, it's like, what's going to happen? It's something like it doesn't feel really good. It's not like a normal, it's not healthy. So let's see here. What else can we find out about this? I'm going to switch decks really quick. Let's see what else we can find out for you. So let's see. What else do we need to know about these two coming together at the end of this year? If anything happens, what would happen between them? By the end of this year, are they together? Can you give us information on that? What does she need to know? What is she or he? I am fire. What do they need to know? What do they need to know about their ex? And this, you know, what it would be like getting back with them. What do you want them to know? What do you want them to know if they get back this year? What do you want them to know this year if they get back with their ex? Okay. All right, so we do have King of Wands and Queen of Wands. So that is definitely a relationship here. Yeah. Yep. It looks like you guys will have a big chance of getting back together. At least both of you guys will be wanting that and thinking of it. And, you know, it probably is going to happen because this is what you guys feel is what makes you happy. You feel like this is like the right way to go. So, I mean, of course we're going to go that way if we feel like that's the thing that's going to make us happy, you know? So, I mean, and then with the two of the same suit here, that's definitely a, you know, a couple here in a relationship. So interesting. Let's see what else. What does she need to know? Or I'm sorry, she or he. What does I am fire need to know? What do they need to know about this year with their ex? What do they need to know? What do you want them to know? Aw, thank you for sharing, Nikita. Oh God. Okay. So what is the indecision then? You know what I mean? Because it's like this is what makes you happy, but you also know. See this right here? It's going two ends that are totally completely opposite, because that's why the Judgment's in the middle. Because it's going, okay, here's this happiness, complete 100% happiness, 10 of Cups, you know, doesn't get better than that, right? Except maybe Ace of Cups, but you know, we're not talking about that right now. This is pretty damn good. This is happiness for sure. But on the other side, it's the devil, and it's like in the middle, it's a judgment. So it's kind of like leaving it in your hands. And I think it's funny how it's also saying you're indecisive, because it's like, no shit. You know what I mean? Like, thanks. You want me to know that I'm indecisive. So I feel like the reason it's saying that, though, is because it's trying to let you know, like, look, this is up to you. You can do whatever you want. Just use your better judgment. Basically, that's the main advice. It's going, you need to think this one through. And if that's what you want to do, go for it. You have free will. You can do that. You know, you might regret it. You might not. I mean, really, you'll be fine either way. Like, just do what you're going to do. It's up to you. Like, nothing that the cards can say are going to, like, you know, be able to do. They're not going to be able to control what you do. You know what I mean? You're still going to do what you do. And I think that's pretty much what the cards are just saying, is that basically this is up to you. So do what you're going to do. You know, stop acting like, not like you're acting, but, you know, stop thinking that the world's going to just happen to you. It's not. You make these decisions yourself. And that's fine. That's all we can really do. I mean, so it's kind of like they're putting it in your hands and saying, look, you're going to be a little indecisive, but you need to make a decision. Don't leave people on. Don't fuck around and, you know, do something where it's like leaving people up in the air. Just do what you're going to do. And you're probably going to go for it, you know, because it's what's making you happy, obviously. So maybe maybe this devil thing here can be checked. Maybe you guys can like switch it up or fix it, because, you know, it looks like it's going to go in that direction. So hopefully that's the case. What is Shilpi thinking about me lately? Okay. Thanks for subscribing. Ah! Oh, fuck. Sorry. Gaurav. I'm going to have to put you on hold really quick because I did say Shravona. I am so sorry, girl. Fudge. Yeah, that's on me. That's my bad. But I'll get to you right after this, okay? I did just say I would do her, though, so I kind of have to keep my word on that. I seriously forgot. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's just continue like that never happened. Thanks for reminding me, too. Like, don't even be shy to remind me, because I totally forgot. That's my bad. Okay, so let's see. Virgo's current feelings for me. What is he thinking about me? Got it. Hey, aliens and Aquarians. I don't have a list. I don't have a list tonight. I'm just picking random. So just go ahead and post your question. And I'll do you after that. Well, not after. After this one, I'm doing Gaurav, since I already started his. But then I'll do yours. Huh? Yeah. Okay, so Virgo. How are they feeling about you? What is he feeling about you currently? What is feelings for your thoughts? Feelings and thoughts. What is feelings and thoughts about Shravona? Ooh, okay, a bit defensive maybe. Strength. So they are really sticking it out, like just thinking like, I mean, I feel like there's a situation, like whenever I see the Seven of Wands, I feel like it's a situation where something happened, like someone maybe had to own up for something and they're not doing that, obviously. They're kind of like, no, it's not me, it's you. Or they're like, no, that's not what it is. It's, you know, and they're just kind of like denying it, or they're just kind of like being defensive, basically. So, and with strength here, I feel like this person is either they're a fixed sign, which would be Taurus, Leo, Aquarius. What's the other one? No, that's it. No, it's not. Scorpio. That's right. So Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, or Aquarius. And if not, then that's just what it reminds me of. I mean, also here, it could be one of the air signs, like we said. Well, the fixed air sign would be Aquarius, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was them. But if not, that's fine. I'm just saying, you know, I'm noticing these things. Also, this is Leo here too with the Strength card, so that's interesting. But aw, thanks. So but here I just wanted to point out some signs that could be possibly involved. But basically, I would say that it's like a fixed energy because the person's like very defensive, but they're also the Strength card. So it's funny. It just reminds me of like someone who has endurance. Like they are not giving up. They are not budging. And here with the King of Swords, I feel like they want you to almost tell the truth, or they're a person who's very straightforward in the way of, you know, in the way of like they just want like factual things, not emotional. Like they're kind of like cold maybe when you're talking to them. They might not be very emotionally expressive when they're talking. It could just, you know, it's just like hard, you know, facts. It's just basically that's it. Like, and it could feel a little bit disconnected sometimes, but it seems like right now they're feeling a bit defensive about something. So, and they're not budging anytime soon. So what is this about here? It kind of seems like they want like the utmost respect and honesty, like they're expecting that of you. And I'm not saying you're not giving that to them, but it's just like they're very King of Swords, so it's just very like straight edge, you know, and just very like honest. They just want the truth, you know, but it's like not emotional at all. It's very just like trivial. It's just factual, you know, it's just like this is what it is. This is concerning something about, you know, you guys maybe collaborating together regarding money, or there was something where, you know, it's you're exchanging of ideas for sure. So there could have been a conversation or many conversations, or you guys just helping each other out. It's collaboration. But the money thing here, the 10 of Pentacles, that tells me that either there was money involved, or you know, it made you both feel more secure. There could have been security involved, whatever that means for you, whether it be a house, a job, you know, just some kind of thing that felt secure, anything that made your life a little more secure, money, you know, anything. Just that, whatever that means for you, you know, security. But basically, you know, it could have just been the conversations you guys had made you feel secure. And now it's funny because you're asking how they feel. So I wonder if, you know, they're kind of sending mixed messages to you now, or you're just not really sure because they're not initiating with you. It seems like you feel a bit neglected, or you feel kind of like, you know, you were left, or like you were just kind of like not given much attention to, maybe like you were before. You know, it seems like they kind of helped you out before and then they kind of backed off. Let's see what they're feeling though, because I know I'm going all over the place. I just want to see what they're feeling. What are they feeling right now about the situation? What are they feeling about the situation right now? Okay, well, it seems like they're feeling balanced and, you know, like this is okay, like everything's good. Maybe you're just tripping. But like maybe about you, they're not really feeling any weird type of way. This is the Sagittarius card, but if there's no Sag involved, that's fine. What the card Temperance means is that, you know, it's just like harmony and peace. Like they just don't have any hatred. They really are just kind of enjoying what they have, and it's just an even kind of balanced energy. So I don't really feel like they have a problem with you right now. Everything seems to be okay in that regard. Let's see what else this is talking about. Yeah, okay, so they're waiting for more information. Yeah, see, there was something about the collaboration or about the exchanging of ideas, something where you guys got together and it was like a communication, it was like a conversation, or, you know, maybe a project you were working on together, but you had to kind of like share something and collaborate with and work with it together, whether it be, you know, conversation or just like whatever you guys were expecting from each other or something. But you know, it seems like they're pretty peaceful at sitting here waiting for more information first. Like it's almost funny because, I mean, it's not funny, but it's interesting that you're wanting to know how they feel and they're kind of wanting to know how you feel too. I feel like they're kind of like sitting here going, I just need more information. You know, they want more enlightenment. That's what the sun or the light around their head is. They're like waiting. They'll hang there until they get the information they need to have, you know, enough proof that it's a green light and they can go in that direction. You know, so they're kind of waiting on you while you're kind of waiting on them to, you know, just kind of show up and say what they feel. And this person, remember, King of Swords, they don't really say how they feel. So you might have to be the one to initiate that. You might have to be the one to, you know, approach them and tell them how you feel. And then maybe they'll be able to reciprocate that, because we do have exchanging of ideas a few times here. I mean, well, twice. So, I mean, that's important. So it's like, until they're going to wait, I think you should initiate, because then you guys can have that conversation and you can know how the other person feels, or, you know, just put it out there, just lay it down. And I think it's important that you do that. So, you know, make sure you're talking to this person. Don't just leave it up to them, because they don't know what the fuck to do. You know, they're waiting on you. They have no idea. They'll wait too. They'll just wait there. They don't even know what to do. They don't talk like that with people. So you're going to have to do that. Okay, wait. So who is, okay, yeah. Got it. Okay, this one, right? Okay, let's do a different one. What are they thinking about you today? Okay, so they're stressing. Oh, is it over? You know what this is. The High Priestess says you know exactly what this is pertaining to, but let me give you a few scenarios so you can see which ones fits for you. Basically, like, this is not something that you're going to be finding out right now. This is basically something you already know. You're very aware of it. You know exactly what I'm talking about once I explain it. So let me get to that. Okay, so this is basically saying, you know, you've got this stress going on. You're up at night, maybe not able to sleep. If you are able to sleep at night, then it's just talking about throughout the day. Like, it's a big stress. You could just see, you know, she's very stressed. And it's just a lot of anxiety and a lot of just like, you know, trying to like wish things were different, like that you can't change now. It's just like stressing on things that you have no control over, you know, because it's in the past, or basically because you can't do anything about it. It's just unnecessary. So, but it is about, you know, a change or an ending. So this person could have maybe changed on you, or just kind of like switched up, you know, or they ended it, or they cut off communication completely. And so the death card also represents Scorpio. The person could be a Scorpio, you could be a Scorpio, you know, none of you have to be Scorpios, but I'm just letting you know that that's what that card means. So, but it also means changes, drastic changes. This would be like overnight, you just have they just ended it and you're just like confused. Like, it would be like, what? Like, all of a sudden they just switch up drastically. Like, it would not feel good. But at the same time, it could be an ending. So either way, though, it's like something changed and you're feeling that, you know, that's why the Nine of Swords is there. So let's see what else we can get here. How are they feeling about you? Or this is how they're feeling about you, possibly, you know, if you ended it with them or whatever the case is. Apply it how it goes, however it fits. Okay, so there's hope here in the situation also. That's Aquarius energy. So we do have, you know, somebody feeling neglected, or maybe both of you are feeling neglected, but it seems like that's what they're feeling. The security in the situation is not, it's not there. They don't have that. Even though it's upright 10 of Pentacles, I mean, this is what I feel like they're lacking. Like, they can't appreciate what you have to offer because they just don't feel like you're there the way they need you. So it's interesting. Yeah, you need to kind of get with them and talk with them about things, because I feel like you guys just have this miscommunication, or that's just kind of, you don't know what the other person wants. And so they're not feeling satisfied with this. And they probably don't even know exactly why. And you're here asking about it. So it's hard for me to believe that you'd be like neglecting the person. But I mean, that's how they're taking it. So really, you got to reach out. You got to make shit happen. This person does not know how you feel. So kind of like the last one, you know, this person probably would walk away just because they think that this is not going to work out. See the death, you know? You have to do something. It's not going to happen unless you do something. Unless you kind of reassure them. They're worried as fuck. Aliens, or yeah, aliens and Aquarians. Are you still here? Yeah, okay. Okay. When I take this break from my Scorpio, go into silence 11 days, possibly so he can reflect. What would be his energy in regards to me? So what's he thinking about you, basically? Or what's he like during that time? Is he going to be thinking about you? Or is he going to be, like, what is he going to be processing about you? We might not have an answer for that yet, just because that's a very personal thing. And we really don't know until he's doing it. And he doesn't know either, you know, because he's taking this time to go inside. He doesn't really know what's going to come out, you know, so we don't really know that yet. Let's see. And Gaurav, sorry if I'm saying that wrong, but as far as her feelings from the other side, yeah, I mean, I feel like she wouldn't even be stressing on this if she didn't have feelings for you. So I definitely feel like she does, you know, and like I said, she's stressing. So something happened to where you guys kind of like something changed, you know, or ended. And yeah, no, she's not happy about it. And so, yeah, I would say that that means she has feelings. So you just have to make yourself known a little bit more. Okay, and then okay, so his you said yes, his energy, actions, and feelings. His energy, actions, and feelings during this self-reflection time. Trying to build a foundation, basically, maybe with you, you know, hopefully with you, right? Down here, we pulled this one. It just kind of flew out. It's basically saying the person's thinking of, you know, what they can, not necessarily what they can get out of it. That's not what I want to say. It's because it is like that, but it's not in a selfish way. It's not in like a greedy way. It's just they are concerned with what they can get out of something, and they want it to be what they need, you know, so they're thinking of what exactly they need, and they're going about getting that. So basically, you know, yeah, I mean, this person's really trying to build a foundation, but they don't want to do it off of someone else's life that they don't agree with, you know. So let's see what they're feeling about you, if they want to do this with you, or if they want to just do this alone. Like, why are they doing this? What do they want? What are they trying to do with you? Okay, here's the responsibility again. Either someone needs to take responsibility or they're taking it, and they're willing to, you know, have you along for the ride. It's like they want you to be, yep, see, look at that. How beautiful. Ace of Cups. Yeah, I feel like they definitely consider you a person that they could be with for a long time, or, you know, that there's potential there, because remember, the aces are opportunities. So it's like you can miss opportunities. It's up to you completely. So I feel like, though, they do see the potential in it, and they're wanting to go that far. What's interesting about Scorpio is, you know, they can either be players or they could be very possessive, serious about relationships. And so this person would seem more like they're giving you a chance in that regard, like extreme Scorpio I'm talking about, how they are in relationships. I mean, it's just like they're ruled by Pluto. They have all the power, they have all the control. It's not necessarily the case always, but it's just, you know, the energy of them is so intense. So they want this. That's really cool, because everyone tonight is kind of getting that answer, which is nice to hear, I'm sure, for some of you. Some of you are probably like, hell to the no. But I haven't gotten any of those yet. So yeah, he's definitely reflecting on that you guys could have a lot of potential. So I think when he gets out of this whole thing, it's definitely going to be focused on you more. I mean, I would think, because this seems like he sees an abundance of love, almost like water pouring from the cup, like just overflowed, you know? So it is an opportunity. Doesn't have to take it, but it is an opportunity. So he's thinking good things and wants to build a foundation. That's awesome. I'm sure you love to hear that. Okay. Ah. Oh yeah, I did take your question, Nikita. Taurus's feelings, intentions are towards me. Oh, wait, that's not Taurus. Oh, VK, you said. Okay, gotcha. So he's a Sag. You're a Taurus. Okay, gotcha. I was like, that's not Taurus, 1210. But you're talking about, or are you talking about they're a Libra because 1012? Are they 1210 or are they 1012? Are they Libra or are they Sagittarius? Because that is important, believe it or not. Rising Taurus. Okay, gotcha. Libra, gotcha. Yeah, I didn't know if like the way you write the date is like we write it different or not, so I'm glad I asked. Okay, so Libra. Libra. Let's see. Libra. What's happening with this person? Like, what do they feel for you? What are they hoping to get out of this? Strength. So yeah, long-term. Leo energy too. So it doesn't have to be a Leo, but I'm just throwing it out there since that is what that card can represent. So yeah, it's like sticking it through thick and thin, overcoming obstacles together. You know, they see the strength in the situation. They believe that there's strength there, that they can follow through. So also taking the sword, you're gonna have to take authority over your life. You're gonna have to excuse me, you're gonna have to say like, this is what I want, this is what I don't want, you know, having boundaries. But just basically taking control of your own life and of your situation. That's what they want to see. That's good. And I hope that's what they're doing as well, you know? What are their intentions towards you? They might get you pregnant. If not, it's just talking about a new beginning. So I don't know if you guys had some separation and you will be coming back, or if there's just some kind of new beginning of some sort between you. But basically, yeah, I see that it could be pregnancy, so be careful. And then the death card again. So it would be like an ending or drastic change, which makes me think even more that it's a pregnancy. Like I said, just be careful. But, you know, also this is Scorpio again, and it also represents you're thinking a lot about it. Like, look how far I've come. Look how far I've come. That's interesting. So yeah, I think you will be with this person for a while just because this is showing, you know, the strength thing. And then it's, you know, so endurance. And it's also showing 3 of Wands, which is, you know, you're thinking about how everything has come to be, how everything has come to the point that it's at now. So you're reminiscing, you're looking back at like, wow, look at all the things we've been through. Queen of Cups, which means care, nurturing. It could even mean, you know, a mother because she's so nurturing. So, I mean, I feel like strong pregnancy energies in this. And I never really feel like that. It just seems like everything is kind of going together. We do have a responsible person here, and they're taking the actions that they need to take. I don't think you'll have a problem with this person. It seems like they are into you and they plan to get you pregnant, or they just plan to have some kind of a new start, a new life with you. It's like that's what their action is. Interesting. So be careful, like I said. Yeah. Just don't like think that, you know, you can't get pregnant because